the Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, Jamaica. More like the Office of Unicorn and Rabbit. That sounds more fitting to me. Because in 2024 Jamaica, you're telling me that utility companies rather, your JPS, NWC, National Water Commission, Flow, Digicel, etc. Companies that provide a particular service or goods. You're telling me now that there's no enabling, according to a nationwide report, there's no enabling legislation that give the OUR the ability to directly fine the JPS, the Jamaica Public Service Company. Now, this come in light of recent reports of exorbitant electricity bills since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Noting the fact that many people were without power, or rather some people were without power for a period of time, and noticed significant increases in their electricity bill, and are asking, how can that be possible when they are without light, when they were without electricity for that particular time period? How can you now have a higher light bill for that time period? So in other words, the JPS is robbing people as usual, because they themselves explain that for persons who are stealing electricity, it's the paying customers who have to foot that bill. Paying customers are the one who cover that bill. And in 2024 Jamaica, we have a group called OUR that cannot fine or prosecute the JPS because of the current legislation. So the OUR is pretty much having a dog in your yard that has a loud bark, but the dog has no teeth, just have a bark, has no teeth. And this is what we have to face in 2024 Jamaica. Why? Because the people are not serious. People are really not serious. We are more interested in mix up, who they would who last week, what tried they would who breed for who. All sorts of foolishness. And we wait until things like these happen. Then there's this massive outcry, usually on social media, but then it just get blows over in a few days or less. Usually 2 days story, 1.5. Now going back to the nationwide report. Now, in an interview, the regulator detailed the various steps it must take in order to book JPS for any breach. This is also calling for legislators to correct what is seen as a clear lacuna in the law, meaning a gap. Our Director General Hansford Hewitt reveals that to date it has not been able to successfully find the JPS through the courts. And mind you, the OUR has been set up since 1995. So if you do the maths, that's 29 years going on 30. And they have not been able to find JPS for any breaches against the people. So, you see what the people of Jamaica have to endure. But then again, we get the leaders we deserve. Because we're too concerned and we're too caught up with being entertained. That's all we hear about, entertainment. When our politicians are campaigning to get votes and then canvassing for votes, we don't speak about things like some old laws on the books and how we can get the countries infrastructure, the hospitals, the roads, the schools, the clinics. We're more concerned about the clerks Mr. Wallace is wearing. Those are the things Jamaicans are concerned about, being entertained. Who have the baddest dub during election season? Meanwhile, you have a electricity company which basically monopolize, a monopoly meaning the only company that provide the electricity to customers. And these guys can do whatever they want to do. We have one of the highest electricity bills in the world, being a so-called third world country. We don't even own majority share in JPS. And these are the things that we have to face in 2024 Jamaica. And you're telling me that people are serious about changes, about nation building in Jamaica. This is laughable. This is a complete joke. It's a farce. If Jamaicans did have any backbone or any level of seriousness or militancy, you'd have seen action taken. Action. Action could include switching off all electricity. Yeah, man, switch off everything, man. Your fan, your light, everything. Action could also include you stop the transportation system. Actions could also include not paying any bill. But that's the thing. We get too pacified. Then give social media for pacify we silence, so you will feel like so if you go up on social media now and make a comment and now and post or tell JPS go suck the mama in the comment section or in the DM or in the inbox. But actually I do something to make a change. Get too pacified, man. That is why we continue to face these issues that we face, but we're not concerned with this. This is 7-8 people they doing a church lane, Clarendon. And people forget about that already. People don't even talk about it. Because if you must be an artist or an artist family or nobody popular, an influencer never did. Even a child, 7-year-old. You don't get no more innocent than a child. But that's the thing with Jamaicans now. We're very passive. We have lost our rebellious nature. Very passive. That is why we continue to face these issues and we can't do anything about it. So you're telling me that you have a building, the OUR building, which means you have overhead costs. Electricity included, the irony. You have to pay your manager, directors, you have staff to pay. For doing what exactly? If you have no teeth, what can you do? It only means that people can go lodge a complaint and that's it. Your complaint is noted. You're moving on. No action, no fine, no prosecution. This is a complete farce. Honestly. Utter and complete joke. But at the end of the day, if you call a spade down, or if you call a clubs, not true? Or we elect these leaders, and we not hold them accountable. So I just that's the thing there. Not so.